Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of That's Just Random. We are your hosts for today. Sorry about your luck. My name is Ben. That guy right there is Corey.
Yeah.
And we're sporting some flannel because it's getting cold. And I haven't turned the heat on yet because I just haven't. So, other than being hungry, Corey, how you doing?
Oh, I'm tired.
Tired?
Yeah.
Run, huh?
Go, go, go.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I know about that. I'm actually starting to be able to go. I've been pretty much being busy all day, so with not a lot of pain. So we're doing good there too.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm starting to actually walk like an actual
Dang. That's
normal
crazy.
person.
Who would have
thought, right? I'd be walking pretty good with 2 titanium hips. Anyway. So, well, that's cool. I'm glad everything's going good. As for, and we hope that you guys are all doing well too. Well, we have been asking you guys to do 4 things for us, and I think that's actually starting. You guys are actually starting to do that. I've been seeing a couple more likes. I've been seeing a couple more shares. We are going to eventually, and we said a couple episodes ago, we get, I think it was 3 of each.
Mm-hmm.
3 likes, 3 follows, 3 shares. We're going to change the wall over here.
Yeah.
Because that's just, we should have a better logo there. That's all. So we're going to try to work on that here in the next couple months maybe, because we're getting close to that goal. As for the shelf and the knickknacks, I don't know if it'll work very well, but we might do that too. So keep that stuff coming. We appreciate it. It helps the channel, and like I said, we appreciate it. The comments, keep them coming. We would like to get more dedications for our dad joke segment. You can do that at mo9studios@gmail.com. And so we can get that up there and let everybody know who's important in your life. And it doesn't have to be dads. It could be moms, sisters, brothers, teachers, neighbors, the weirdo down the street. It don't. As long as they're important to you, that's all that matter. That's all that matters to us. So send us their name and why they're important to you, and a favorite dad joke if they've got one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, okay, with that part out of the way, dad joke segment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see where this one takes you, Corey. Ready?
All right.
Gotta get my dad joke voice. That ain't it. Anyway. Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
You got it.
Nice. I heard that one before.
You done ruined it, man. Thanks a lot.
That's a good one, though.
It is a good one. All right. I asked the librarian if the library had any books on paranoia. You know what she said?
What'd she say?
She whispered, "They're right behind you." What do you call fake spaghetti?
I don't know. What do you call fake spaghetti?
An impasta.
Okay.
So.
Okay. There we go.
You know, I actually did something the other day. I actually picked up a book.
Okay.
Yeah, I started reading this book about anti-gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's impossible to put down. It just sits there.
Oh, yeah. Those were pretty good ones.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I know just if I could remember where I got those from, I would go back and get some more. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be set.
Have you all set? So, okay. Well, with those, I guess this time good jokes. With those jokes out of the way, we can get onto the topic that we were going to use for
Oh
today.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And that we talked about for today. We were thinking about doing a little bit of conspiracy. What do you think?
I think I like the sound of that.
Yeah?
Yep.
It makes you feel a little paranoid, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's because they're right behind you. Okay, first stop on this crazy train, Antarctica.
Yeah.
Yeah. Antarctica. Is this fact or fiction?
You decide.
You decide, right. So, as we all know, Antarctica is a frozen desert, right? It's about twice the size of Australia, buried under miles of ice, and according to some people online, hiding the ruins of an ancient civilization.
So like Atlantis.
Well, Atlantis was never where it was cold, but
Yeah.
yeah. It's they say that it's buried beneath the ice, right? From alien outposts to secret military bases, the cities lost beneath the ice. Antarctica has become the perfect blank canvas for our wildest imaginations. You know, because why not, right? So, here's some science that I actually found, right? So, Antarctica, we've already kind of covered this, covers nearly 14 million square kilometers.
Okay.
Right? Which is more than 98%, more than 98% of it is hidden beneath thick ice. Ancient ice.
Yeah.
Right? That means a lot. That means almost everything we know about the continent comes from satellite data, radar scans, and a handful of brave research missions. For centuries, people didn't even know if Antarctica existed. Ancient maps showed a mysterious southern continent that explorers called Terra Australis. I think incognita. I guess that'd be all one word. The unknown land of the south. When satellites pick up when it got into the newer technology and the satellites, they started picking up strange shapes underneath the ice.
Mm-hmm.
Symmetrical shapes. They're symmetrical ridges, I should say. Circular heat signatures. The internet lights up with all its theories. Because, you take a little bit of info and you just dangle it in front of us. And we're like, we try to fill in the blanks. Because we want to know. We want to know, right? So, there's where all your conspiracy theories end up running from. So, the most popular Antarctic conspiracy is this. Thousands of years ago actually, Antarctica wasn't covered with ice. Instead, it was the home of an advanced civilization, maybe the original cradle of humanity. Okay. Supporters of this theory point to Paris map, which is 500 years old. That's probably why I can't pronounce it, because my language doesn't go that far back. So the 500-year-old map that seems to show Antarctica's coastline without ice. Some claim this means ancient explorers knew the continent long before modern discoveries. But historians have looked closely. It's actually just an exaggerated depiction of South America. There's no real evidence that it shows Antarctica. Still, the theory keeps spreading, partly because it mixes just enough science with speculation. It is true that Antarctica was once a warm and forested. About 50 million years ago, the continent had rainforests, lakes, and even mammals, I should say. But humans didn't exist back then, so there's zero fossil evidence for the ancient civilization. So this one is one of those myths that start out with fact and then snowballs right into legend. The idea of something buried under miles of ice that, something that we can't see invites the imagination to run wild. All right? So let's go ahead, and that's kind of like the history of Antarctica itself. But when you come up to the human age, conspiracies wouldn't be conspiracies if they didn't have a couple things.
Yeah.
And what does usually conspiracies have?
I don't know what.
How about aliens? Yeah. Secret bases.
You love your aliens.
They scare the bejesus out of me. They really do. If you think about it, and this is a little off track, but if you think about it, there's a species that has the technology to cover light years to get here. And we don't have the technology to fight that. We just don't.
We don't need to fight it because our planet's probably just a galactic zoo exhibit anyways,
yeah.
And we're probably protected.
Underneath somebody, and then there are some species. There's a whole nother set of conspiracies about that, and I tried to maybe save that for another day, but yeah, there's conspiracies about the Nordics and the Greys and somebody else too, and then basically they had a bet on who was going to win that policy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a little off field there. Yeah. So one of the most popular ones is there's a massive underground tunnels in Antarctica. I mean, because the ice is like 2 miles thick.
Yeah.
Right? We haven't been able to get that deep. Now they did find a freshwater lake that's underneath the ice that's actually water. It's not frozen. They did bore down to it, but it's like I said, it's 2 miles down. So then they got down there and they took samples of it and stuff like that, and that's kind of cool. But
yeah,
the popular conspiracy is that there's massive underground tunnels housing alien spacecraft or hidden bases that where the government studies of extraterrestrial technology.
There you go.
But boom! It only took me 10 tries. And here's another thing that'll throw a little more conspiracy into it, right? At one time, there was actually photos of massive structures with entrances under the ice. Because when Google started doing their plots and all that good stuff,
you
could actually see them. So once those photos got out, somebody pulled some strings, and they either became very blurry or they've disappeared altogether. Because I've tried to find those photos. You're not gonna find those photos. No way, no how, nowhere. So that's just one of them, right?
Yeah.
And the other one, a little plot twist, is the Nazis. Right? There's a good conspiracy that after World War II, rumors spread about the Third Reich had built a secret research station in Antarctica, and that the U.S. Navy's 1946 mission, Operation High Jump, was actually to cover up, or it was a cover up to destroy that whole research lab.
Oh, okay.
Yep. In reality, Operation High Jump was classified as a scientific and logistics mission, testing cold weather gear and setting up a research station. But it was a large military expedition, and people assumed that there was something a little bit more to that. And that's the thing about conspiracies is they thrive on uncertainty.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to do research on cold weather gear. You don't need, whole platoon and half of the Navy to go down there. But, when you see that many ships roll in, the conspiracies will totally take off.
True that.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing, is when information is limited, the imagination fills in the gaps. Even today, social media fuels new Antarctic myths every year. From satellite photos to prove alien pyramids to blurry sonar images that show giant underground structures. All right.
All right.
Yeah. So, here's where it kind of gets interesting, right? This is a science beneath the ice. Here's what scientists actually know. Using radar, satellites, and ice core drilling, which I just mentioned this, researchers have found mountain ranges, rivers, and even an egg-shaped lake beneath the ice. And we just talked to that. It's called Lake Vostok. I think I probably pronounced that wrong, but it is a massive subglacial lake sealed off from the surface for more than 15 million years. Scientists believe that it could contain unknown life forms, microbial species, and even microbial species that have evolved in isolation. So, the truth is even cooler, literally, right? Because it's Antarctica. Antarctica does hide secrets, not just the alien ones. It holds the record of Earth's climate history, evidence of prehistoric forests, and clues about how our planet might change in the future. And far from being locked down, Antarctica is actually one of the most open research zones on Earth. Or so they want you to believe. The Antarctic Treaty was signed by over 50 nations, guarantees that the continent can only be used for peaceful scientific exploration. No mining, no militarization, no secret bases.
Nice.
But not just anyone can go there. You and I, we can't go there.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's restrictions. You have to get a permit.
Yep.
From your government. Your government has to be one of those 50 that signed that treaty. And if it's open, why do we have to have a permit to go? And on top of that, that first permit will only get you so much. It doesn't give you it's just a very small area of access to the continent.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of more of that continent is actually classified as no-go zones, and those no-go zones is where they do classified operations.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what the treaty was supposed to stop? No militarization, right?
Yeah.
But you have to have government clearance to go in those classified areas. So that doesn't make, that totally defeats the whole purpose. So they tell you, oh, no, yeah, you can, you can go down here and do all the research you want, but you have to have a permit, and then you can't go into any of these other places because we're doing classified stuff that you can't know about. So how is that even fair? Which just fuels the conspiracy theories.
Mm-hmm.
Because, when you tell me I can't go there and I can't look at it because it's being protected by the military, well, So, so if there is no lost city or alien outpost, why do we want to be there? Because mystery makes us feel like the world still has secrets left. It's comforting and thrilling to imagine that not everything has been discovered yet. And maybe, in a way, these stories remind us of what humans are best at. Theorizing. No. Wondering. Yeah. I guess I didn't really dive too deep into it. I think I gave just enough to kind of tease you a little bit. There was a few things that I left out. Have you heard anything about those?
This is the first time I've heard.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, you didn't hear about the Nazi. I'm surprised. You the big history buff. I figured you'd hear about the Nazi stuff.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's something that I would have seen on like a movie or something.
Well, when they tracked Hitler down,
yeah,
he escaped from
Yeah.
the bunker. The way it goes is that he escaped the bunker and made it to Austria.
Uh-huh.
In a bunker in Austria, and I guess they destroyed the bunker in Austria, but they never found Hitler's body. It was never found. there was some stash of stuff that was his there that they found,
Mhm.
but he was nowhere to be found. And that's where part of that theory is that he escaped to Antarctica to a secret research base.
Mhm.
Because that man was into some alien stuff. He was designing some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Or he was trying to anyway.
Yeah.
So the rumor is that since they didn't get him in Austria, he escaped and made it to Antarctica.
Yeah.
And that's why when the U.S. went down there, the Operation High Jump was like, oh, no, we're going to go down and test cold weather gear and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They may have been testing cold weather gear, but they were looking for Hitler is what they were doing. Right?
Yeah.
And nobody ever said that they found him. And to this day, he's never been found.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and and if you really want to go down the alien rabbit hole, when that kind of technology usually generates a lot of heat.
Yep.
So that's a good place to do it because it'll stay cold there.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Away from prying eyes.
Yeah.
For
Who wants
sure.
to go to Antarctica?
I think it'd be cool,
Yeah.
but they wouldn't let me walk in to see what I want to see.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the research, right? Because I'm sure probably most of it's probably boring, but I don't care. They got to be doing something cool there,
Probably.
right? So, yeah, cool beans. What you got?
The dead internet theory.
Dead internet
Have you ever
theory.
heard of that one?
I think I may have come across it when I was working on this. I may have come across that real quick.
It's pretty much a theory that the internet isn't like hardly any of it is inhabited by humans. It's like all bots and stuff, and like AI or like it's not real. You know.
So we're not real. We're bots.
No, we're real, but the internet's made up of like fake accounts and
Oh,
stuff, and
that's-
like bot accounts and
That's
everything.
not theory. That's
Um,
pretty real.
So the dead internet theory is a conspiracy theory which asserts that since around 2016, the internet has consisted mainly of bot activity and automatically generated content manipulated by algorithmic curation. As part of the coordinated and intentional effort to control the population and minimize organic human activity, proponents of the theory believe these social bots were created intentionally to help control algorithms and boost search results in order to influence consumers. Some proponents of the theory accuse government agencies of using bots to manipulate public perception. The dead internet theory has gained traction because many of the observed phenomena are quantifiable, such as increased bot traffic, but the literature on the subject does not support the full theory. Several sources regarding non-human web activity speculate that many of the theory's original precepts, not including its conspirational elements, may represent a realistic prediction of the future of the internet.
And with AI, I'm sure that's just
Oh, yeah.
exponential right now.
The dead internet theory's exact origin is difficult to pinpoint. In 2021, a post titled Dead Internet Theory, Most of the Internet is Fake, was published on the forum Agora Road Macintosh Cafe, an esoteric board by a user named Illuminati Pirate.
Illuminati. That's a whole nother conspiracy on itself.
Claiming to be building on a previous post from the same board, or from the same board and from Wizard Chan, and marking the terms spread beyond these initial image boards. The conspiracy theory has entered public culture through widespread coverage and been discussed on various high-profile YouTube channels. It gained mainstream attention with a September 2021 article in The Atlantic titled, "Maybe You Missed It, but the Internet Died 5 years ago." This article has been widely cited by other articles on the topic. The dead internet theory has two main components: that organic human activity on the web has been displaced by bots and algorithmically curated search results, and that state actors are doing this in coordinated efforts to manipulate the human population. The first of this theory, the bots create much of the content on the internet and perhaps contribute more than organic human content, has been a concern for a while, with the original post by Illuminati Pirate citing the article, "How much of the internet is fake?" Turns out, a lot of it, actually.
Yeah.
In New York Magazine. The dead internet theory goes on to include that Google and other search engines are censoring the web by filtering content that is not desirable by limiting what is indexed and presented in search results. While Google may suggest that there are millions of search results for a query, the results available to users do not reflect that. This problem is exacerbated by the phenomenon known as link rot, which is caused when content at a website becomes unavailable, and all links to it on other sites break. This has led to the theory that Google is I don't know what Potemkin village is, but and well, now I'm curious what that is. Potemkin village is a construction, and the purpose of which is to prove an external facade. Oh, okay, so it's pretty much
Matrix.
Yeah, and the searchable web is this has led to the theory that Google is a Potemkin village, and the searchable web is much smaller than we are led to believe. The dead internet theory suggests that this is part of the conspiracy to limit users to curated and potentially artificial content online. The second half of the dead internet theory builds on the observational phenomenon by proposing that the U.S. government, corporations, and other actors are intentionally limiting users to curated and potentially artificially AI-generated content to manipulate the human population for a variety of reasons. In the original post, the idea that bots have displaced human content is described as the setup, with the thesis of the theory itself focusing on the United States government being responsible for this, stating, "The U.S. government is engaging in artificial intelligence-powered gaslighting of the entire world population."
I don't think it's the government. I think it's the corporations.
In 2024, the dead internet theory was sometimes used to refer to the observable increase in content generated via large language models such as ChatGPT appearing in popular internet spaces without mention of the full theory. A 2024 article by Yoshi Walters states that the once speculative theory is now observable with the introduction of AI-generated content. In a 2025 article by Thomas Summers, this portion of the dead internet theory is explored, with Summers calling the displacement of human-generated content with artificial content an inevitable event. Summers states that the dead internet theory is not scientific in nature, but reflects the public perception of the internet. Another article in the Journal of Cancer Education discussed the impact on the perception of the dead on patients who find that support is coming from a LLM and not a genuine human. The article also discussed that possible problems in training data for LLMs that could emerge from using AI-generated content to train the LLMs.
LLMs must be the bots.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that when I had my surgery, they gave me this application that I was supposed to use.
Yeah.
And they're like, if you have any questions, just type it in here. Somebody will answer you, right?
Yeah.
No matter what time of day, it's always monitored. No, nobody monitored it. It was an AI bot chat program.
Yeah.
And the minute I put in my issues, because they said that, you had to be careful of infection.
Yeah.
Right? So infection usually means fever.
Yeah.
Right? To take, ibuprofen, Tylenol, the stuff will help break the fever.
Yeah.
I was already on a huge Tylenol regimen.
Uh-huh.
So, I was already taking way more than I was supposed to anyway, right? So I was starting to get a fever. So I got on that app and I was going to ask somebody, what do I need to do to break this fever? Or should I just go to the emergency room?
Yeah.
It says, take Tylenol. Excuse me? But the crappy thing is that if it had been a person, they would have already known that I was already on a Tylenol regimen.
Yeah.
I can't take any more. I'm already taking enough to kill a liver, you know?
Yeah.
And then it took 3 days for it to respond. So them I believe that. If you start watching, like, we'll get into like doom scrolling and videos and stuff. Like,
yeah.
If you actually watch a lot of those videos, like when you see somebody talking, if you actually watch their mouth, it doesn't sync up. And now they have a bunch of AI generated videos, babies and Sasquatch and all that stuff, telling jokes and telling stories. You have no idea if there's actually somebody behind that.
Mm-hmm.
So I totally believe that those AI bots and stuff are generating a lot of content, because there's always way more content than what you see people putting up.
Yeah.
I mean, we try to put up content.
Oh yeah.
But the amount of content we put up is minuscule, and I don't have time to put up more content.
I think the main place I see AI generated content everywhere is probably Facebook.
Yeah, a lot of the videos, yeah.
That's where I see it. There's a lot of images. There was one that I was seeing going around for a while that was like, it's always a picture of some like elderly person, and it's like them sad and holding like a birthday cake or something, and then it's always captioned something like, it's my birthday today and no one remembered. Please, can you like this photo to show me that there are people here that care and that I'm not alone? And it's a AI generated photo of someone.
Yeah.
Or like
some of those memes were, but a lot of stuff I see now that I believe are AI generated or AI doctored.
Yeah.
Is the actual videos.
Uh-huh.
Like of a big gorilla running through the woods talking about how he ate a ghost pepper.
Yeah.
And his butt's on fire.
Uh-huh.
And that ain't none of that true. That's all AI generated.
I know that's AI generated.
Right, that's just as plain as day.
That one's plain as day, and that's,
but
people behind that aren't malicious. They're just being goofy,
No, they're not being malicious, and a lot of them are not necessarily being malicious, but there's a lot of content.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right? And that's what you were talking about, is that AI and bots were producing 60% of the content generated. Maybe not 60%, but I would probably say on the opposite side, maybe 40%.
Yeah.
Is probably a very reasonable amount of content that are not real, that's not even generated by people.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of steam behind that one, I think, for sure.
Yeah, I always thought that one was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much the dead internet theory.
Yep.
In a nutshell.
Cool. Well, I know we weren't gonna do too many today because we were gonna keep it light and sweet and short, and
I think those are two pretty good ones.
Yeah. Yeah. This is not AI generated. This is actual content by real people. See, real.
Don't listen to them.
Shh. Don't feed them full of stuff. My jokes prove that this is not AI generated.
Yeah, even an AI couldn't come up with jokes that bad.
Exactly. See, I can't do real good ones because then you really think that the AI might have done
That's funny. That's funny.
Although I probably used AI to get the jokes.
Hey, you know what?
No, I think these here. I think I didn't have any. I didn't have my book handy. So, matter of fact, I'm not exactly sure where my book's at right now.
Yeah, I forgot you have a book.
Yeah. Well, that's because the girls keep stealing it because they read through it, and then I can't find it. They put it down somewhere and I can't find it. So I might have done a search for those jokes, and that's probably a top 10.
That would make sense.
That's why they were so good, is because
you didn't come up with them.
Well, most of them I don't actually come up with. I find them and put them on here because that's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and nobody can come up with that many jokes, I think, at one time.
Heck no.
No. So okay, cool. Well, so we're gonna wrap it right there then.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we don't want to stress you guys out too much.
Yeah, I feel like any other ones they go way longer.
Well, that's the problem with conspiracies is there's usually a rabbit hole, right?
Yeah.
And you can't just give part of it. You got to kind of give enough to get them all the way to the bottom of the hole.
Yeah.
And get going. The one thing I do want to say is that if conspiracy theories is something that really tickles your fancy, there's a guy on, and I think it comes from YouTube, but I watch him on, I listen to him on Spotify, and I will watch him on Facebook. It's called the Y-Files.
Yeah.
That dude gets some good stuff.
Yeah. There's a guy that I watch on YouTube. I'll put it on in the background, but he is a really good storyteller.
Yeah.
And stuff. He really he's really good at painting a picture.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yep.
And he has some really cool conspiracy theories and stuff, but he has some cool other videos about paranormal and stuff too.
Yeah,
but
he does this. Yeah. AJ, I can't think of the guy that does it, but it's AJ something.
Yeah.
And he has an animated goldfish. He's called Hecklefish.
Yeah.
Hecklefish always has something to say, right?
Yeah.
Always something smart has to say. So, but he comes up with he does a lot of space, paranormal, conspiracy. It does a really good job. I mean, that I could sit and watch that man for hours.
The YouTuber that I usually watch, his YouTube channel name is Mr. Ballin.
Mr. Ballin.
Yeah. Yep. He's really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
He's got long videos too. So I think his podcast is also on Spotify too, which is cool.
Right.
But if you're ever looking for that type of content on the regular, it's a really good channel.
Yeah, both of those.
Yeah.
Both those. I don't know his channel name, but I'm sure if you just search up the Y-Files.
Yeah.
WHY files, you'll find it. It's AJ something. So cool.
Nice.
All right. Well, remember, we didn't want to slide too far down the rabbit hole this time.
Yeah.
So we kept it kind of light. But we do remember that we do love to hear from you guys. So please, please, please send us those comments. Hit that like button. Hit those thumbs, stars, hearts.
Oh yeah.
Send us those comments because we like hearing from you, right? Dedications, like we said earlier, can be sent to our email, mo9studios@gmail.com.
There you go.
Yeah. And what else am I forgetting? Sponsorship.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and let everybody know what shenanigans were posted from today.
Today's episode was brought to you by Half-Fast Woodworking. Todd takes his artisan talent at crafting everything from small knickknacks to cutting boards all the way to furniture. When you're in the market for beautiful wood craftsmanship, drop him a line at tyong819@yahoo.com and /or on Facebook at Half-Fast Woodworking. That's HALFFAST Woodworking in Monroe, Michigan. Let them know that you heard about him here on That's Just Random.
He just got a new logo too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that might help. That might help put everybody on that. He does some really cool stuff. I also repost or reshare his content from his Facebook or his Facebook channel.
Yeah.
I repost on here too. Some local places he's at. Some of the stuff that he shows off. So yeah, does some pretty cool stuff. If I had the money, I would have that man build me a new table.
There you go.
Yeah, he does some pretty cool work. I talked to him about it one day. He's like, dude, he says, give me the plans. We'll work on it. I'm like, yeah, but I would put some money to the table.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would. I can't.
I don't blame you.
Um,
That stuff gets expensive.
oh yeah, I'm sure he'd probably cut me a good deal because
Oh, yeah.
he's never built one.
Mm-hmm.
So he would like to build one. But the tables. I mean, this here's just a prototype that I built.
Uh-huh.
And I know some of these tables, these gaming tables like this, with the video in the middle and stuff,
Yeah.
they can run thousands of
Oh,
dollars.
yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
they're pricey.
Yep. And then with all the audio equipment around it, it would, yeah, I just can't have it. I don't have enough cash flow to pull the trigger on a new table. So this one will work just fine for now. And with that, I think we're going to go ahead and leave you guys with the thought of the week.
Nice. The thought of the week is a ship in port is safe, but that is not what ships are built for.
Yeah, who said that one?
John A. Shedd, American author and professor.
Yeah. Yeah, if you break that one down, that is a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to reread it a couple of times. I'm like, oh, yeah. That does work.
Yeah. You can't sit in the harbor all the time. It's
Yep.
not what you're made for. Gotta get out there.
Oh, yeah.
Get her done. That's a whole nother thing. All right. Well, until next time.
Yep. Later, skaters.